Aibon, Vanakkam, Konbanwa, and very good evening to all of you. It gives me a great pleasure to participate and represent the government of Sri Lanka on this special occasion of the birthday of His Majesty the Emperor Naruhito and the National Day of Japan. On behalf of His Excellency the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, the government and people of Sri Lanka, I wish to convey our warm felicitations to His Excellency Mitsukoshi Hideki, His Majesty the Emperor of Japan, the government and the people of Japan on this important occasion. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this year, Sri Lanka and Japan are celebrating the 70th anniversary of the establishment of our diplomatic relations. In this historical juncture of our relations, we can note with satisfaction that an effective and varied interstate cooperation has been established between the two countries based on mutual respect and trust. I came to know that to mark the 70th anniversary, a number of events are planned to be held throughout the year, including cultural activities, exhibitions, and seminars covering diverse areas of Sri Lanka-Japan bilateral relations. Following the guidance of His Excellency the President and the Prime Minister, my ministry has already taken necessary measures to issue a postage stamp to mark this historical occasion. With these means, I would like to reiterate our fullest cooperation and support in making the celebration a success. To me, Japan and its influence have always had a special place in my heart. From the poetry of Yasunori Kawabata, through movies of Ozu, Mizoguchi, Kurosawa, and Tokyo Story being one of my favorites, to the animated wizardry of Miyazaki, also known as Japanese Dynasty, have captured the best essence of my artistic appreciation. Being an amateur writer, especially with a will to experiment, I was fascinated with haiku poetry, but failed miserably trying to emulate it. Japan's enormous contribution to the advancement of humanities, and especially to its cultural aspects, has been unparalleled. The tale of Genji by Lady Murasaki, in 11th century, considered to be the very first novel in the world, is a fitting testament to the impact. But before English became my second language, my portal to Japan and its exotic beauty was through the two novels written by Sri Lanka's premier playwright, Professor Ediriveera Sarachandra, after a brief stint studying in a Japanese university. They were based on the experience of a Sri Lankan living in Japan and Japan Summer Festival of Dead that most of you know as the Obon. I believe my Japanese roots were planted in my psyche the day I first read those timeless classics. Also, I want to thank the Japanese Ministry of Education for adding the incredibly inspiring story of Sri Lanka's Ranatunga Karunananda, also known as the greatest loser at Olympic Games, to their school curriculum. I got to know that fact during my brief but very satisfactory tenure as the Minister of Education in Sri Lanka. From the mass media's ministry's point of view, I must thank nation of Japan for their generosity, for donating our country a then state-of-the-art television production and broadcast station. I must express our nation's gratitude to former President J.R. Jayawardena to bringing our bilateral relationship to the highest level with it. Your Excellency, you will be happy to know we just celebrated our 40th anniversary in broadcasting, utilizing your enormous gesture of goodwill. Also, Japan is responsible for the digitalization of our TV broadcasting system, which I am happy to say we are able to reboot after a prolonged delay, but on course to be completed by the end of year 2024. It will mark another special milestone of Japan-Sri Lanka friendship, benefiting our nation's mass media and communication. Japan's most generous gesture in the recent past was the donation of 1.45 million doses of vaccine. Japan has also provided US dollars 16.2 million to Sri Lanka to assist its fight against COVID-19. The Bandaranaike International Airport Development Project, new bridge construction project over the Kalani River, as you said, Kalyani Bridge, Kandy City Wastewater Management Project are some of the major projects which were completed recently under cooperation of Japan. Especially the Kalani River Bridge is a landmark engineering marvel in Sri Lanka, and I would like to call it our very own Golden Gate Bridge. I would like to mention another iconic donation given to Sri Lanka by the great nation of Japan, and that is the Sri Jayawardenapura Hospital. In many ways, therefore, ours in an enduring and a time-tested friendship. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in a time Sri Lanka trying to get back on track to take off to reach its full economic potential, I would like to extend an open invitation to the friends of Japan, those who have yet to explore Sri Lanka, whether as a trade, investment, or travel destination, to do so. I take this opportunity to congratulate Japan successfully hosting the Summer Olympic Games for the second time amidst the most challenging circumstances. Such celebration of humanity become most vital in times like these, and the Empire of the Sun must be commended for pulling off that much needed event for the benefit of humankind. It's my sincere hope that the bonds of friendship and cooperation that exist between our two countries will continue to flourish. For the benefit of our two peoples, I must also mention contribution of the former ambassador, His Excellency Akira Sugiyama, and his relentless efforts for the enhancement of our relations. We are also confident that together with the excellent efforts of our new ambassador, His Excellency Mitsukoshi Hideki, we would succeed in further advancing the Sri Lanka-Japan partnership for mutual benefit. Ladies and gentlemen, my heartiest gratitude to all the distinguished guests for your presence today. I now invite you to raise your glasses and join me in proposing a toast to the health, happiness, and personal well-being of His Majesty Emperor Naruhito, and for the continued progress and prosperity of the people of Japan and the long-standing friendly bilateral relations. I would like to make a toast with all of you, so please follow me in Sinhalese and Japanese. Jaya Veva, Kanpai. Thank you. Nandri. Arigato gozaimasu.